Hey guys, so it is currently Sunday the 19th of May and I thought that I would vlog this weekend because it's my birthday weekend. It's my birthday on Tuesday the 21st of May, but I've got a few days off work and I might actually end up doing something interesting this weekend, which definitely makes a change from my usual vlogs where I'm pretty much just sat in my pyjamas all day reading. So this vlog is probably going to end up being a little bit of a hybrid between just a regular vlog showing you what I'm doing and a little bit of a reading vlog, because of course I'm going to be doing reading as well. So to give you a little bit of a reading update on what I'm currently reading, I've just started A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin, which is the second book in the Game of Thrones series, or the Song of Ice and Fire series rather, and I'm about 170 pages into this one so far and really enjoying it. I've kind of ditched all of my other reading plans for the month of May because I had a full TBR and then I started reading Game of Thrones and now I'm just obsessed and reading all of them, and I'm not even that mad about it because I'm enjoying them so much. So yeah, about 170 pages into this, so I've still got quite a while to go because it's a bit of a chunk, but I'm really enjoying it even more than the first one in the series, just because there's new character perspectives and the chapters are also longer in this book, which means that we're getting even more detail and depth. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So this morning, although I've said it's my birthday weekend, it's actually my nanny's 70th birthday today, so we're about to go out for some brunch to celebrate her birthday, so I'm going to go and do that now and I'll probably get on with some reading later. So I've just gotten back from breakfast and I can't believe how quickly today's going because it's already 1 p.m. and the morning just seems to have completely disappeared. But we've actually only got a few hours until we're going out again because tonight is actually my birthday meal. It's not my birthday, as I've said, for a couple of days, but because it's the weekend I thought I'd just do my birthday meal tonight. So that is later on today at about 5 o'clock. So that means I've only got a few hours left in the day before I need to get ready and go out. So I think me and Jay are just going to go out for a little walk just to get some steps in, and then I'm probably going to try and do a little bit of reading if I've got some time, then get ready and go out for a meal. So that is the plan for the rest of today. So we've just gotten back from our walk and we've now got about an hour until we need to leave for my birthday meal. So I've had a quick shower and I'm back in my pyjamas because, let's be honest, it's me and I spend pretty much any time I can in pyjamas. And I'm now going to just try and do a quick couple of chapters reading of A Clash of Kings, just because I've got a little bit of time and then I'm going to have to get ready and head out. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of reading, but I don't have much time. So I only managed to read one chapter of A Clash of Kings. It was Daenerys' chapter, and as I said, I'm almost 200 pages in, but it was actually her first chapter for the whole of this book, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, it was a great chapter, but then I just needed to get ready, so I didn't have time to do any more reading. But I'm ready now to go out for my birthday meal, so we're just about to head out the door, and we're going to a nice Italian place called BB's, and I'm so excited because the food is so good. So we've just gotten back from the meal and it was so good. I got like a vegan calzone, which was really nice. I've never had a vegan calzone before, so that was pretty exciting to see it on the menu. And the nicest bit was just the sauce that came with it, which was just incredible. And then I also got a vegan sticky toffee pudding for dessert, which was again absolutely amazing. And I'm just so happy to see a vegan dessert on the menu because often the only choice is sorbet, which is nice, but sometimes it's nice to have something different as well. So now that I'm home, it's like 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, and so I'm obviously just going to get in my pyjamas. I'm going to make a cup of tea and then do a little bit more reading of A Clash of Kings before I undoubtedly wipe out and fall asleep on the sofa. So we just finished watching the final ever episode of Game of Thrones, and all I will say about it is that it was very interesting. I did enjoy it in terms of the fact that it was like an entertaining episode, as all of the episodes in this series have been. However, I feel like it's a little bit bittersweet just because I know that it's like the final episode ever, and there are so many storylines in this series, and I think that's what makes it so great. But because it was only a 6-episode series, I feel like it was very difficult for them to give all of the storylines an equally satisfying ending. So I feel like that was kind of overshadowing the episode, but it was interesting. And anyway, I won't say too much about it in case someone hasn't watched it yet, and I don't want to give any spoilers. But it has also made me even more hyped to read the rest of the books, just because my experience with reading the first book and the sort of half of the second book so far is that it's been just as good as the series, but with even more detail. So I'm really excited to continue reading that series, and also for the other 2 books in the series that haven't even been published yet. So yeah, at least that is still to come. But for now, I'm actually going to get ready and go into town because Jay and I just wanted to do some shopping, and of course, as with all of my trips to town, I'm going to end up going to the bookshop, because it probably wouldn't even be one of my vlogs if I didn't make a trip to the bookshop. So yeah, we're going to head into town now and do a little bit of shopping. So we've just gotten back from town, and I managed to pick up 6 new books in the bookshop, although only 5 of them are for me and 1 of them is a gift for someone else. But I thought I'd talk you through what I picked up just because I'm quite pleased with all of my new purchases. So the first one that I picked up is one that I've actually been waiting a couple of weeks for it to arrive, and that is Daughter of the Forest by Juliette Marillier, which I think is currently like not really being published in like mass production anymore. It's only a print on demand one, so it took a couple of weeks for it to arrive, but it finally turned up in the bookshop this week, so I went to go and collect it, and I'm really excited to read this one because it's this month's pick for the Myth Take Reads book, and I'm really excited to read it. It's about like the theme this month is European myths, and I'm really excited to give this one a read because it sounds really interesting. I think it's part of a trilogy, so obviously if I enjoy this one I can read the other ones as well, but I'm just excited to chat about it with everyone else that's taking part in Myth Take as well. Then, obviously, as I've spoken about a few times already in this video, I'm currently reading Game of Thrones, and so I picked up the next 2 books in the series. They're both the 3rd book, A Storm of Swords, but in the UK that's split into 2 editions. So I picked both of those up just because I'm so excited to keep reading them all, and I just wanted them on my shelves. And I also really like part 2 because it's like a lovely purple cover, and I just really like it. But yes, I'm glad to have these both on my shelves. I think there's still 3 more out that are currently published, so I'll have to buy them in the future, but I'm going to try and only buy them as I'm reading them because I have literally no room on my bookshelves at the moment. Then in my bookshop there is basically like a collection of vintage Penguin books, and they're only £5 each because they're all quite old, and I keep looking and trying to find ones that I like, but so far none have really taken my fancy. But today I managed to see a couple that I really like, and I'm super excited about them. So the first one I'm particularly excited about, and that is an old copy of The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, which is so exciting, and it's also got like a little inscription on the front from the person who first owned it, and it says, "Roger, from Mother and Dad, with our love, Xmas 1958," which to me is just so crazy because that means that this book is like 61 years old, and it just smells like an old book. And I have already read The Catcher in the Rye before and really enjoyed it, so I'm really happy to have a cool vintage edition of this. The next book that I picked up was The King's General by Daphne du Maurier, which to be honest I haven't actually heard of before, but I do absolutely love everything I've read of Daphne du Maurier's, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this one. But when I saw that there was a book of hers on the shelf, I knew that I had to pick it up just because I love her books so much, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to have a cool vintage one. And the final book that I picked up is the one that is a gift for someone else, and that is Miss Marple and the 13 Problems by Agatha Christie. And I picked this one up because it's my mum's birthday in a couple of weeks, and she really loves Miss Marple, so I thought as one of her birthday presents I could give her this cool vintagey edition of a Miss Marple book, just because I'm sure she'll really like it. And yeah, so that is all of the books that I picked up in the bookshop. I spent nearly £50, which is crazy, but you know, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm just treating myself. But yeah, those are all of the new books that I picked up, so I'm really excited to get around to reading all of them. But for now, it's a grey and cloudy afternoon, so I'm going to go and make a cup of tea, have some lunch, and then probably read some more of A Storm of Swords. That's wrong, A Clash of Kings is the one I'm reading at the minute. Yeah. guys, so back again because I was like midway through eating my lunch and we just got a knock on the door and it was an Amazon delivery for me. And as far as I know, I haven't ordered anything. Now, I do order quite a lot of books and it feels kind of bookish, but as far as I can tell, it's not something I've ordered, so I thought I'd open it and just see what it is because I'm intrigued. Ooh. Okay. Oh. So I've got Saw Kill Girls by Claire Legrand, which was on my Amazon wish list, and there's a note from Anna from the channel Anna Francesca, and it's a birthday present, so that is just so sweet, and thank you Anna if you're watching this, because that is so kind and I can't wait to read this, hopefully with you if you're saying that you want to do a buddy read. But yeah, really excited and thank you so much, that was so sweet. So yeah, really excited, and technically it's an early birthday present because I've opened it a day early, but oh well. So that is another book to add to today's book haul. So yeah, that is so cute, and also this cover feels so nice. But yeah, I've seen a lot of good things about this book, so I'm really excited to give it a read, and thank you again Anna, this is amazing. So it's a little while later now, and aside from having been in the shower, which is obviously why my hair's all wet, I've pretty much just been reading for the rest of the afternoon, and I'm now about 300 pages into A Clash of Kings, so a little bit under halfway through this book. So I thought I would just share some of my thoughts on the book because I'm really enjoying it. So I've just finished one of Bran's chapters, and one thing that's definitely stuck out to me throughout this book, particularly when reading Bran's chapters, is just how well George R.R. Martin manages to write from a child's perspective, because obviously this book writes the chapters are each sort of titled from a different character's perspective, and there's definitely quite a lot of adult perspectives but some child perspectives as well, but Bran's in particular, as the youngest character that gets a perspective, really stands out to me as a really good portrayal from like a child's mindset, just because he does an amazing job of showing how Bran interacts with situations that might not necessarily be appropriate for a child of 8 years old, and shows how he tries his best to try and understand things, but obviously his mind isn't fully matured and there's certain situations that he can't really understand, and just the way that he describes Bran understanding situations just seems really effective to me, and I just think it's so well written. I'm also really loving Sansa's perspectives, and in the last book, A Game of Thrones, Sansa was just such a delusional and annoying, just like an annoying little girl character, and she didn't really have that much depth to her, and I've noticed that just in the sort of halfway through this book that I've gotten, the way that her character has already started to develop is just incredible. And in the TV show anyway, Sansa becomes one of my ultimate favourite characters, and so I'm already seeing her develop into a much more complex character who's more calculated and interesting already, so that's amazing, and I'm really enjoying seeing her development. And I also think, obviously in the TV series anyway, I don't know how similar they're going to be, Sansa and Tyrion are both very similar characters, or at least they grow to be very similar. And in the books, Tyrion gets so many chapters and you can see that he's very calculated and cunning and clever, and I feel like you're already seeing Sansa develop into someone who's like that, so that's so amazing. So yeah, those are quite a lot of my thoughts on this book so far and the perspectives that I'm enjoying. But for now, as I said, it's quite a few hours later, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening, so I'm just going to go and make some dinner. Tonight we're going to have a roast dinner, and I've got a Linda McCartney vegan pie, which I'm really excited for. There's going to be vegetables and mashed potatoes, and my secret for the best vegan mashed potato is, instead of vegan butter, putting in hummus, and it is so good. So I'm going to go and make that now and probably do a little bit more reading whilst I'm making dinner. morning guys! So it is now Tuesday the 21st of May, which means that it's my birthday and I'm 22 today, which to me sounds kind of crazy because I feel like 22 sounds like you're a proper adult, which I definitely don't feel like I am. But anyway, I love birthdays, so I'm super excited and I'm having a great day so far. So as you'll have seen in that time lapse that I filmed earlier, I've already opened most of my presents, and mostly I just got loads and loads of books, which is amazing because obviously I love books. But I'm probably not going to talk about them today just because I'm thinking of filming a separate birthday book haul just because I've got so many books to talk about. But then some of the non-bookish things that I got were this amazing new Kanken bag in this beautiful like mustardy yellow acorn colour, which I absolutely love, and I was definitely in need of a new upgrade for my Kanken bag because my old one I'd had for quite a few years and it was kind of falling apart. And that's kind of a running theme for the presents that I got, because my dad got me a new pair of trainers because again my old ones were falling apart, and then my brother's girlfriend Holly got me a new purse because my old one I'd had since I was about 14 and that was falling apart as well. And then aside from all of those lovely presents, I also got this new top from Jay, which I am absolutely in love with. I just think it's so cute. And then I got some new notebooks and some new plants from Jay's sisters, and it's all amazing and I'm so happy with all of the lovely presents that I got. And then later today I'm going around to see my mum, my brother and my sister, and I'll probably get some stuff from them then when they're back from work and school and all those kinds of things. But because it's my birthday, I'm thinking of doing some quite fun things today, or at least fun for me anyhow. So the first thing on the agenda today is to go and get vegan donuts from Temple Coffee and Donuts, which is somewhere that I showed in my last What I Eat in a Day, so I'll link that down below. But they do amazing vegan donuts, and I've decided to just go for donuts instead of birthday cake this year because it's kind of hard to find vegan cakes in the shops and I couldn't be bothered to make one because I was feeling lazy. So we're going to go and get some delicious vegan donuts, and then because it's a really nice day and we fancy doing something, Jay and I are going to go to Haworth, which is, if you don't know, where the Bronte sisters are from, and it's a really cute little village with lovely shops and cafes. So we're going to go there for the day because it's only about an hour drive from us in Leeds, and so that should be really nice. And yeah, we'll see what else we do with the day, but for now we're going to go and get donuts. So we've just gotten back from Haworth and I'm going to dig into one of the amazing donuts that we got from Temple Coffee and Donuts. Now this is one of the only ones that I've not tried before, and it's Boston cream, so it's basically a custard donut topped with chocolate, so that sounds incredible, so I thought I'd just give it a try. It's good. Yum. So when we were in Haworth as well, we stopped by the Bronte parsonage and I picked up a few little treats for myself as just some mini birthday presents to myself. I managed to stop myself from buying any books because obviously I've already been bought so many books today, but I did pick up this really cute mug, which is like a penguin Wuthering Heights mug, which I love, and I have so many mugs, they're kind of my thing to collect, so I had to get one. And then I also picked up a couple of new bookmarks. We've got a Jane Eyre bookmark and a Wuthering Heights one, and then the final thing that I picked up is just something really cute that I may end up attaching to my new Kanken bag, and that was just a Team Emily little pin, just because Wuthering Heights is my favourite Bronte book that I've read so far. So yeah, those are just a few of the little things that I picked up because I just couldn't resist treating myself when I was there. So it's now about 7:30 in the evening and I've just gotten back from visiting my mum, my brother and my sister, and they got me some really lovely birthday gifts. They got me some books, some clothes, some makeup bits, and then my favourite present of all that they got me was this beautiful pair of like silver feather earrings. They're super small and delicate and so cute, and I just absolutely love them. And then now that I'm home, I'm going to go make my birthday dinner, which of course is going to be vegan pizza and chips, because how could you get any better than that? So we just finished up with dinner and it was delicious, which pizza and chips always is, so there was no surprises there. And then for pudding, I'm just going to have some more of the donuts that I bought earlier. Now I don't think I can manage a whole other one, but I'm just going to kind of cut all of the other flavours into pieces so that I can try them all without having to actually eat a whole donut. And then we're just going to eat donuts and watch Peep Show. And then I'm pretty sure that Peep Show and donuts is going to be the last thing that I end up doing today. So I'm probably just going to finish off this birthday / weekend reading vlog here. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. See you next time.